There's a ton of ways to grow your handyman business, and some are more effective than others. It also can depend on your area. But the strategies I'm going to share with you today have all worked for me in growing a successful handyman business in 2 states. Some of them take time, but the reward in the end will be that you have more customers than you can handle. And that's a good problem to have. So let's jump in. Find a local Facebook group and occasionally post in there, maybe about once a quarter or when times are slow. A pro tip is to have a friend or a partner post about you as a way of indirectly promoting yourself. Read the rules of that Facebook group to make sure that you're within the guidelines of posting about your business. Some Facebook groups don't allow it at all. Some allow it on specific days. The goal for you is to circulate around this Facebook group. You want to get people to engage with this post and then have your website listed so that they can go right to your website, submit a service request, and then have a notification on your phone set up so that you know right when a lead comes in. Then what you want to happen is for people that you work for who initially found you in that Facebook group to then go back into the group, go to that post, and then write a comment or a nice review about how good of a job you did for them. And one post could go a really long way. For instance, if someone's looking for a handyman recommendation in the group, they might search that, and then your post comes up because it's so popular. All right, next up is to create a system of getting reviews. I recommend using a software that does this automatically or that's built into your scheduling software. I use House Call Pro, and immediately after a job is done, a review link is sent to the customer. But if you want to keep things on a lower budget, I recommend sending a review link immediately after the job is done, maybe while you're even sitting in the driveway. Email them, say thank you for your business, and list all of the channels that they can leave a review on. You know, your website, Google, and Facebook. This way you give them options so that they can leave it where they like, and you're more likely to get a review. And right after the job is done is when they're happiest, most satisfied with your work, so that's really the time to send it. Reviews also help your online search rankings. When you get a review, that signals to Google that 1, your business is active, and 2, that people like working with you and you do a good job. So therefore, Google is more likely to recommend your website and your service to other people looking for a similar service. All right, next up on our list on how to grow your handyman business is to just look right in your backyard. And by that I mean family and friends. Just send a text to your loved ones and ask if they need any help with anything. And you might feel uncomfortable at first or feel like you're bothering them, but in a lot of cases they'll be more than happy to hire you for your services and get their projects taken care of. Because if they have a job that needs doing, they're going to have to hire someone anyway, so you might as well be that person. You definitely want to have some signage on your vehicle, either your van or your work truck, so that people can see you as you're out and about. And it's just free 24/7 marketing for you. You'd be surprised at how many people come up to you and ask about your services, maybe if you're parked at Home Depot or other neighbors around the house that you're working at. And believe it or not, on the day that I'm recording this video, I actually had a neighbor come up to me as I was working. So we exchanged contact information, and I'm going to send them an estimate and potentially work with them in the future. And that wouldn't necessarily have happened if I didn't have the signage on my van saying what I do. Next up is to make frequent updates to your website. And specifically, I'm talking about having a blog where you post about relevant content. Maybe show how to replace a piece of trim, or if you're particularly good at repairing, say, wood rot, do that, or installing a door. This way, you position yourself as an authority, and your website is more likely to pop up when they're searching for that service. Something that I used to do on my website was what I called the featured project of the month, and this is where I chose kind of an interesting project that I had done that month and just wrote a long form post with pictures and descriptions of how I made that repair. And those posts early on have helped my website rank higher in Google search. And make sure to place relevant keywords throughout your post related to that job. Next up is to have a newsletter that you send out occasionally to your clients. You don't want to send it too frequently, maybe about once a month or once every other month, just to share tips and provide value, and really just to remind them that you're still alive and you're still offering handyman services. You can also send discounts that will incentivize your clients to hire you again and again. Last on our list is to master your immediate follow-up process. This is relating to getting a referral. When a new referral comes in, you want to contact the referral source or your client who referred you in the first place immediately, thanking them. And what this does is that it encourages them to think of referring you in the future. And that's exactly what you want to do. Referrals are always great because right out of the gate, they're less price sensitive, and they're more trusting of you. So you can charge more and don't have to do as much work building up that trust. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that list of the 7 ways to grow your handyman business. In this industry, it's feast or famine, as they say. One minute you're really busy, the next things are slow. But what helps me sleep at night is knowing that I have a full schedule and more clients coming in than I can handle. Try implementing these strategies in your business and comment below to let me know how things go. Also, if you got some value out of today's video, I'd love it if you could give it a like and subscribe if you're interested in more content like this. Until next time, take care and be well.